are back. I finished looting everybody finally. I moved Minthara's body because, as nice as it was to look at, because Minthara's built thick. Let's just put that out there. Evil's built nice.
The grove stands, nature prevails, and again, I am in your debt.
Because he did nothing.
Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. Korga, poor child. The grove will be a dimmer place without her potential.
Unlikely.
Right. You had no choice. I failed her long before you arrived. The shadows could not have
technically you
tempted
killed me.
her if I had taught her as I should have. But the grove still stands even if she does not. Thanks to you.
Obviously.
And yet save it you did. I am grateful, no matter what your motivations.
Because it was about my people, it wasn't about you guys and your laziness.
First, I must set matters to rights in the grove. And you should celebrate your victory. After being dormant for so long, your infection is unlikely to produce new symptoms spontaneously. Tomorrow morning, we shall discuss what is to come.
Tomorrow morning?
The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
Alright, let's get this show on the road.
Yes, you are. Now, stop.
That's it. We can head to the city. Don't know about you, but I'm ready to start my life again.
Give me a kiss.
Heldrael didn't want us, and those druids sure as hell didn't either. But you risked your life for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Stop squirming. You're carrying it yourself.
Oh, I am all? Let's see what you're talking
You're
about.
stupid to come back,
Very.
but I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I literally
Always a
picked
deal
all
to
of
be
your
done.
lives
Even now.
over a thick drow, so you guys should be semi-grateful. But as you don't have a supply pack, I'm a little perturbed by that. But yeah, take some of this stuff off of me so I don't have to worry about it. Because I got too much garbage on my hands. Let's just be real here. The gloves look good, but like provides nothing other than aesthetic. And like this early on in the game, there's not a lot of dyes to where I can really spice it up the way you would want to. And yeah, Gale is now rocking Minthara's armor. It's kind of like the only light armor that looks good and is very strong until you get to, you know, the Underdark. By then, it'll be like pretty quick replacement. Yeah, basically not much else to sell. It's like, give me your money. And that should do
Try
it.
not to die up there.
Probably the nicest thing anyone has said
Not
to
in
me.
the clear yet. Keep sharp.
Let's go
Standing on
ahead.
cobbles and boulder skates.
Talk to you guys. Second one let me pass them, so I was like, what in the is going on here? Yeah, no one just moved the spider body. Let's just leave that there.
We survived. Who would have thought?
Me?
It looks like I might have to pay you after all. Once we get to the city, of course.
Nah, buy me a drink, we'll call it even. Yeah, we're gonna re-roll that because that's crap. The game gave me a give me, and I had a nat failure.
Actually sounds pretty good. If you drink as well as you fight, we'll have a lot of fun.
You seem fun. He just accidentally rob you guys right in front of you after saving you. That'd be fantastic. Really, really ruin things. There's not really much else left to do in the Grove. I'm just basically finishing up whatever looting there is left to do, because there's still some stuff to take. So I will say the druids have better items than I believe the goblins do. And you can still kill most of the goblins and then still give them the W. So you can double up on your loot. You know, kind of like what we're sort of doing at the moment, but we're doing it the right, morally correct way. We basically just drew Benthara out to wipe out the forces. Pretty good. Yeah, my sleep schedule is still coming back around here. Day by day. Coming back from Japan is a doozy. I feel like common sense should have dictated that, but I hear you.
Don't be breaking your back before we get to Baldur's Gate.
And you can loot all these chests. They got some decent stuff.
Don't I know it? But there's 2 more boxes after this
Looks like
one.
as soon as I mention, hey, there's no dyes, the game's like, here, I'll give you orange dye. Because that's not going to help me. And sometimes it's weird, it'll like pull you further away from an item when you're standing next to it to reach it. But hey, it is what it is. This game's been phenomenal. I've loved every second of it, and we'll continue to. Gotta look for like which game's gonna sneak up on us, you know, this year. To really be that game that cements itself as the one above all. Because we all know, starting in 2026, well, 2025, I should say, GTA 6. That is going to be the one that we're stuck on for forever.
All that fuss and for what? I barely call that a fight.
You didn't help, so I don't know why you're talking. Like, either help me or don't. That's how fighting works. Like, standing in the back is not... That's not it, Chief. I won't give you that one. And now, if there's anything in here you want to loot, everybody's gone, so you can kind of go in and at least take a look through what's going on here. I don't know why you'd leave the wine behind.
Can't keep me
It is stealing if there's anyone there, but there's not, so shouldn't have too much to worry about. And our good rolls came right on back. Gotta appreciate that. So one good thing so far that's happened with the Tactician run is that we've had fairly decent luck on rolls other than that crit failure we had earlier, which was unbelievable to see. Let's see what we got here. Alright, let's go back out. And then you can kind of sneak around here and take a little bit of the loot that was like left over from, you know, our favorite resident witch. Alright, that's mine. Take as much food as I possibly can.
You saved us. I wasn't sure we'd make it through.
I've got this.
Kind of take what we can here. Let's see, hopefully we don't get any trouble, because I have Damon distracted on that side. So, sneak everybody away. we do have people that need to level up.
Attention. Let's turn down the fire.
Come on, Gale.
My patience
Lae'Zel.
wanes. With every breath,
Yeah.
a
You
purpose.
pop up.
I wish I had better, but this is all I have.
Oh, it's all you have left. I mean, I can tell you that much. I just really wanted the armor that he's got lying around here.
May Temora's luck. I miss my forge.
Alright, let's get out of here before something stupid happens. Run, 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 run. Before I notice that things are gone. If you notice, his icon is moving towards us. But at this point, I have no idea that I just caused a big problem. I was like, oh, what the hell? And I was freaking out because he's super important to Best Girl Karlach's story. But then I remembered the joy of, you know, non-lethal combat.
Taste my fury.
And we'll just kind of leave it at that. He's fine. Make sure no one else finds the body. Like, went from hero to not so much pretty quick. I'll tell you that much. It's like literally we just saved everybody here and then stole from one merchant, and now hopefully he likes us next time we bump into him. Because things just got, they got a little complicated. Complicated can be fine, but I'm not sure this is the kind of complication I was looking for. Let's go check on the remnants of what happens to the grove, because they got some loot for me.
You done it. You brought Halcyon back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. To be expected. I'm glad you survived intact. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Thank you. And if you're evil, you'll get that here as well, so it's not really a big change on how things are done. Alright, let's go in, get that loot. Figure out the rest of what's going on from there.
It's broken, but not too badly.
Which is interesting that they would give you an item that they know is broken, hoping you're going to fix it for them. Look at me struggling, just trying to figure out where it's located in the inventory. I'm doing fantastically. It's like at this point I'm kind of realizing I got too many books in my inventory. I can't just be finding this super easily. Because I am still looking, and everyone else has probably been like, I saw this the first time you looked through this. There's that guy, and you. Go ahead and finish up the last 2 items we got here.
What have we here?
Nice. Alright, are you gonna... There we go. Thank you. I'm gonna take those. Although I don't really use them, it's always nice to have stuff I can sell later. Scroll's always nice. Secret Society book, not really helpful. None of these vases or vases really got anything worth looking at, but I'm just stubborn in the sense that I believe something's in here.
Beautiful glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach?
The Row of Summer looks cool, and if you're gonna keep Gale armorless, then I would go ahead and give it to him.
Lost in thought.
But at this moment in time, I see it looks good. It's just not nearly as good there. So we'll go ahead and, at least for the time being, let Gale have some drip. Because I've been a little harsh on him most of this trip thus far. We'll just let him have this one. Oh.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Soon we'll have to work on leveling everybody up, because you can tell the party is basically ready. I'm just kind of avoiding it for the time being. If you look at Sorrow, which Sorrowful Lash is a decent little move, nothing crazy. But by the time you get this item, it almost feels not powerful enough for everything you had to go through to get here. Should we level up now? Should we wait? It's like everything's been triggered one way or the other, and it's like, part of me is like, take items here, take this, take that. But I don't want to really be like, hey, I just saved the grove, and now I'm killing everybody and everything. However, I do want this idol. I have never been able to successfully take it. So I'm going to go ahead and try something here real quick and just see what happens. It's probably a terrible idea, but I want to attempt it at the very least. So have everyone's favorite tiefling barbarian, who I respect to be a fighter, Karlach, lead Gale and Lae'Zel far away from the grove in case something silly happens. Hell of a view. Hell of a view for Act 1. See why people were so excited about this game's beta. I kind of wish I'd been a little bit more active and up there. You could have talked to the bard there, who, depending upon how your character choice goes, can be here or not with you at this moment in time. Just kind of ignore her because we got more important things going on. You're like, oh, these barrels, oh, you can loot those. Nope, it's just, game's a little broken. Just a little broken. Take a look at the other armor I just looted. Which would be worth it if your party hasn't been doing all the extra stuff mine may have been doing. Alright, let's go ahead and save right here. Create that save point, even though, you know, everything with Damon is going to be confusing, I'm assuming, moving forward. Alright, save successful. Steal. What? Up, up, up. Grab it. Find the idol. Find the idol. There it is. It's, you can see, I can see it right here, even in the little mini thing. But me playing the game, panicking. Full on panic, I assure you. And there we go. Go ahead. I don't got it. And then drop a little fast travel. Boom. In, out, bing, bang, boom. I have your idol. None's the wiser. Because that's what heroes do. And now we have Sylvanas' blessing wherever we go, so it's going to help with some nature checks, which is huge. Proficiency in nature. Great. I thought it was going to be something a little bit better, but kind of just is what it is at this point. Trying to decide kind of like how we want to go here. Do I want to go ahead and talk to the Githyanki, or do I want to go talk to Auntie Ethel? But
I was just thinking the same thing, but less poetically.
Without so much as a stirring from our tadpoles.
A girl could get used to this.
Alright, Gil, can you not try and raise up my girl here? Let's finally do some level up so you guys can kind of see what we've been working on. Finally hit level 5. We'll continue on with our Sorcerer. Trying to look for any, like, Shatter is finally available, because you can get it really quickly if you just went straight 3 and then multi-classed. But I wanted to spec it this way. Which one do we want? So many options, so little time. Alright, Legacy of Furnace, fantastic boost there. What we got? I'm not replacing my spells because I like what we got working for us. It's like, and if you really want to get cheeky with this one, you could take like 1 level in Wizard and try and scribe some stuff, but at the same time, you know, the higher level of Wizard, the better the spell. It'd be easier just learning what you've got, going through the skill tree naturally. I thought I had her as a fighter, but no, I got a pally. See what happens when you take a vacation? Brain just kind of goes a little off, but that moonbeam going to be money for us moving forward. Can assure you it'll come in clutch more often than I would anticipate. Do I really need any level 2 smites? Because magic weapon is kind of nice. I'll keep that. Our resident wizard. Continue to let him just be as awesome as he is. Fireball is fantastic, so of course we're going to take that. Sleet Storm is good if you're going up against like a lot of wizards. Glyph Warding is nice. Haste is nice. Counterspell is sort of broken, so I'm definitely going to take that. Let's see what we can get rid of. Yeah, Grease. Don't really need that. Don't need that. I'll put Counterspell and Firebolt in there. Gotta use our spell slots a little shamelessly, but here's what it is. And then finally the extra attack for our resident fighter with a Misty Step being Githyanki perk. So Lae'Zel went from great to phenomenal right there. That's going to be all for this one. We're going to pick it up back here in camp here in a second. Gail wants to talk to me about something, so let's see what's on mine.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Take. That's all you're about. But I've got so much stuff. Yeah, go ahead and eat that hat. It's not my problem.
Thank you.
Don't have a bard, so I really don't need it.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. And from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse.
You're what now?
Later, even my lover.
Oh. Are you saying you literally slept with a goddess? Is that what we're going with here?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross, yet every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
With how old she is and how young he is, this either makes her...
I think my methods. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied.
Shame.
So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Like, Mistra's either the best groomer, or Gale is literally got raised up by the world's greatest cougar.
An ancient book that had locked away inside
like Mistress Hugh Hefner.
coveted prize.
Yeah, think of it that way.
Was a fragment of primal weave locked out of time, locked away from Mistra herself. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in, into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Alrighty then. Today's been semi-traumatic.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. as long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Huh. That's always fun to hear.
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice.
About time.
Let us
Even I
venture
zoned out.
forth.
Because that was a lot of drama there, Gale. And Will's now done that. I kind of worked with people's armor and looks. I took off people's helmets and such. I was like, I have tons of supplies. I gotta go get them over there. So let's go ahead and get this party started, shall we? Let's see how the night plays out for our tiefling. I just need to get enough supplies off me so I'm not encumbered throughout the whole night, because walking around socializing everybody would be a nightmare. But let's party.
No, an owlbear.
Where to start? Where to start?
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
We should join them. It's a party. Don't be that guy.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
It's really the simple things, like when they put things in perspective like this, that really matter. And we ran into Will as he was leaving. So he was up and about.
Yeah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
I didn't. I just bumped into you. Why are you out here being a
Oh,
baby?
the blade doesn't sulk. I was just reflecting on what has happened and not wanting to be Mr. Serious at a celebration.
Well, you're doing it. So stop. Stop doing that.
I can say it even more nicely. I'm soberly pondering my state of affairs and not wishing to drag a single happy soul into a state of melancholy. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous. I feel spikes beginning to sprout in places they really shouldn't. But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. "12 impossible deeds every day before the sun reaches its apex. That's the way of the blade. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that."
Okay.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
Not now.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Anybody else? At all?
Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
I mean, it's not really all that odd. It's what you're supposed to
That's
do.
more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me?
I'd be glad to. Or just the bottle.
It's quite a bottle. I liberated one of the finer vintages earlier. Best enjoyed someplace private, I think.
Oh, okay.
We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
I know exactly the double meaning you're going for, Larian. Naughty, naughty. See what you want, Big Mama K.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us.
Absolutely.
It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. Speaking of, from where I'm standing, it looks like you and Shadowheart are getting more familiar.
That's a little nosy.
She's a funny one. All pointy and secretive. But it seems like there's someone very sweet beneath it all.
I think you two would be a great couple. Just shipping
Good
that.
to see the two of you getting along anyway. At least one of us is getting a little action.
Yeah, I mean, not likely.
You know, if you wanted to meet up later, maybe we could meet up later.
You have as much game as I do, Karlak. I'd really like that, actually. Wow, I like option 3, but I'm going 2.
Really? I mean, great. I'll come find you when the others have gone to bed. Wait up for me, all right?
Absolutely, will do.
Yes.
Adorable. Like screaming golden retriever energy. Let's see if you're any fun.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
He always does.
Hush you, and behold!
I'll clap for it.
Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes.
Means
Now,
idiots, by the way.
pass the wine.
I had to look it up. I was very unsure. This happy married couple.
Sherry!
That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Alright.
I need to dance! No. No, I need to lie down.
We've all partied with people who need to lie down. And try that, I said.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion. Though
Your cat?
definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone. Curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
Okay. Right. Are you talking about your cat?
By a Geraorn's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, I locked myself in my tower for an entire year. It was inconsolable. Wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I'd given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement. Her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life.
Women just be
After
doing the
so
most
long
for you, huh,
being
Gale?
cared for by someone else. It feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve.
This cat sounds pretty cool.
Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish she were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope.
You're working on it.
Sadly not. If I'm being entirely honest, my social circle is rather small. More of a dot. Or a pinhead. I've got acquaintances, certainly. Plenty of colleagues. Friends? Those are precious indeed. I hope, though we've only known each other for a short time, I might be able to count you among that number.
Yeah, we're friends. I'd be honored.
Wine is to wit as meat is to... Oh, can't bloody remember it. There I go then, proving your point. Perhaps we'd better leave it at that. My ineloquent tongue isn't worthy of your ear at present. Go. Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Now that's semi-gentlemanly.
Go down and see the
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
You are welcome. We'll get back to Lae'Zel in a moment.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
It's a brilliant business plan. Would not want to understand this woman.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture.
Excuse me?
How torturous for us both that I'll never get a taste.
Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
Alrighty then.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Talk about how amazing and powerful I am. Yeah, one by the body be fun. Realistically, let's talk about our people. They've been through enough.
After Elturel, I think you're right. Faerun deserves to see us as we really are.
Consider this a preview for when we get to Baldur's Gate. Remember, the first round's on me.
Alright. Let's get to bed and see where the game takes us. I was just looking for the supply pack I set aside specifically for this instance. Boom. Basic math shockingly worked.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a
Ooh,
soothing
we'll be the
hum
lucky lady
as you
tonight.
approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek?
Oh, I get to choose? Yeah, let's
Your
go see
heart
Karlach.
skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Hey, you soldier. I think everyone's asleep. May I? Hello, you. I've been waiting for this all night.
So have I.
Isn't it mad? How good life is.
Yeah, let's go option one.
Thank the gods. I was afraid I was the only one. 10 years is a long time to be trapped in the hells. 10 years without a kind word. A touch. When I look at you, I feel real again. Alive. Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars.
What? Excuse me. Ooh. Oh dear.
Ugh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't tease you, or myself. I'd give anything to touch you, but I can't. Not until I can be sure I won't burn you.
Is there a way around this? Try the tiefling route, maybe?
Don't tempt me. It isn't fair.
Well, it's a thought that
I'll
counts.
turn you to charcoal. Guaranteed.
I don't want to be rude and like continue to push.
Around you. Tall order. But if you've got an idea, I'm all ears.
We could read a book. I should probably talk to her
Sleep
instead.
on
I
it,
didn't.
maybe. If you've thought of something by morning, I'd love to know. For now, it's enough just to know you care enough to try.
And no matter which person you try romancing between Shadowheart and Karlach, you are not getting any. A kiss is the most you'll
I
get.
trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved.
It's weird your clothes just materialized on you, but
It
whatever.
may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
Amongst other things.
Wait. There's more you need to know. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
And honestly, I feel like we should go through the Underdark, at least for part of Shadowheart's story, and also because of the loot and the
Anything is
characters down
preferable
there.
to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
The earliest you can use them is like the middle of Act 2 if you do
You'll need
things
to
a
pick
very
it up
specific
where
way.
Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. May Sylvanas guide us.
Do not be so impatient to move on as Halsin. As ever, the Githyanki Kresh remains our priority.
It's one of the priorities, and she won't leave you for not going that route initially. But if you avoid it altogether, she'll probably be a little ticked off. You might have to pass a check in order to get her back. So it's best to do everything you can through the Underdark and then circle back, because you can't do both.
Hey, you.
And me, always trying again to continue this.
Sad. I couldn't let myself feel sad in the Hells. Letting my guard down would have been a death sentence. And letting, say, a Cambion near me would have been disastrous. I thought it best to keep my distance. But loneliness that deep gets into the marrow. Now that I'm here, among friends, I can feel it burning out of me. Little by little, step by step. If you have any ideas, I'm all for it. Give me all you've got.
And my idea, the game kind of actually gives you like a little bit of a hint here. I want to take a look and see if Shadowheart has anything unique to say, because I kind of like passed her up for this moment.
Sir Gale's been walking around this whole time with some sort of magic bomb in his chest. I'm not normally one to begrudge someone their secrets, but that's something I should know. I was. He mentioned Dark Justiciars, and we've come across other signs of a Sharon presence during our travels. I'm not sure I can dismiss that as a coincidence.
And those like
Shah's
try again.
blessings upon you.
Nope. Nothing unique to say. Either take the water from her or take the water right by Karlach, and then just try and like, you know, go ahead and make that work that way. I won't be here messing with inventory for too long. We're going to be wrapping up this episode here in the next 2 minutes, so if you made it this far, I mean, by all means, like, comment, dislike, subscribe, any of that good stuff that speaks to you guys. Just continue to make all this content for you as we continue to play Baldur's Gate 3. Just throw the water here, just make sure I get her.
Oh, this is clever. Might even work. Come here.
Still got the lips, but, you know.
I'm dizzy. And you? Are you all right?
Yep, so far so good. No permanent damage. Nothing to worry about.
I hope that's true. Because I'm hoping for seconds, thirds, and fourths once we find a way to cool off this engine.
Woman after my own heart.
Gods, me too. That was amazing. But it is what it is, isn't it? I may not be able to have any fun, but you're still free as a lark. You have your fun with the others till then. I don't mind sharing, if I must. But keep a piece left over for me, hmm?
Oh, there is a piece saved for you, alright. Pause if needed.
I'd believe you if you said 1 + 1 is 7.
And I intend to do her no harm. I have been Brent with Geek Variants. We'll see you in the next one.